Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the Lemon Slate Arena, where the first seed Lille-Nice Fencers are set to host the fourth seed New Orleans Wildcats here for Game 1 of the PPG Paints Conference semifinal. These two teams obviously have met once during the regular season, just like pretty much every other team in the league. That meeting was in week number 13, and the Lille-Nice Fencers, who had home ice in that game as well, took that one 4-1. We'll see if anything from that game carries into this playoff series. Obviously, it's a best of 7. First team to win 4 games takes the series, and will move on to play the winner of the Bandits and Cyclones. So we'll have to see how that goes. One other thing to add before we get into this game: bracket challenge. If you weren't here at the end of last stream, you can sign up for and submit a bracket by clicking the link in the announcements related to it on the Discord for the NSHL. Signups for that close at the start of Game 2 tomorrow. With that out of the way, Bill, what do you got?
Well, let's just go through the previous series scores. As let me just pull up the bracket for the other series here. So, last night and today we've had some pretty interesting games already. Last night we had the Washington Nationals defeat the Indianapolis Motorheads at a score of 3-1. Washington really dominated that game. They were ready to go. They not only did they outshoot Indianapolis, they outplayed Indianapolis and really just dominated Indianapolis the whole time. It was a great game. And the second game last night, the St. Louis Cyclones met the Quebec City Bandits in Quebec City for game number 1, and it looked like the Cyclones were going to have an edge as they went up 3-0 early in game number 1. Quebec City was able to scratch and claw all the way back as they ended up winning game number 1 at a score of 4-3 after a goal with just 33 seconds remaining on the clock from Jared Spurgeon. Propelled the Quebec City Bandits to a Game 1 victory. And earlier tonight, the Boston Riptide hosted the Tampere Ilves, and Jeremy Swayman pulls out a shutout and a really, really great performance from the Boston Riptide in a 4-0 win from Boston. Without further ado, DMP, back to you.
Well, I think it's time we get anthems out of the way and get this one underway. with that out, with the anthems out of the way, we are set and ready to go for Game 1 between the Fencers and the Wildcats. Steve Dangle and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins look to be the two centers to start this one. Reimers between the pipes for the Wildcats. Hellebuck is in net for the Fencers, and this game is just about underway. Fencers win the draw. They'll get it into the New Orleans zone, but Wildcats defense get to the puck, prevent a scoring chance. They attempt to clear it out, does not work. Brought back in, sent through the slot, no one there to pick it off, and now it's cleared all the way down. To the corner, Kairu, working it around. Kopitar now, he sends it all the way down, picked up by Kyle Connor. On the net, it's taken back by Kopitar for the Wildcats. Tony D'Angelo gives to Steve Dangle, who's working it out. Kyra now to pick it up. Centers, chance here for the Wildcats. Missed the net wide. And now to the corner. They scrum for it. Zach Whitecloud to it, directs it on net, but it just misses the target. And now JVR trying to clear it out. To it is Nylander. He turns it back. Tony D'Angelo gets to it defensively, and the Wildcats clear, but it is punched right back in. Chance there at the side of the net, does not go, and it is cleared. Now a chance here, save Hellebuck, the rebound almost came back to a Wildcat stick, but it did not. And now it is Gostisbehere getting it out. He turned it back over. D'Angelo, shot there. Morgan Riley laying down, and he's going to make a play again. But the Fencers get it back and clear it. All the way back now to get it is Matt Sundin, pressured by Kyle Connor. He gave it back. And now Dion Phaneuf gets it across the line. Morgan Riley almost got it on goal, but a save there for Hellebuck. A chance for the Fencers just wide. The rebound, pick it up, and they score, and it's 1-0 Fencers.
What a beauty off the rebound. Lille-Nice was able to gather their own shot. It was a decent reaction by Reimer, but the puck goes to the side of the net. They're able to poke it home. Lille-Nice sharp early, as they need to be with a good Wildcats team facing against them. Lille-Nice leads this one 1-0.
And that's exactly the start you want on home ice. Get the home crowd into it early. We'll see if they can continue to carry the momentum. Still plenty of time left to go here in Game 1. Sundin lost the draw. Fencers directing it almost towards James Reimer, but it is cleared out. Brian Rust now racing against Draisaitl and Riley to get it back in his own zone. Almost directed to the goal there for the Wildcats, but it is cleared all the way down. Wildcats held it in their own zone for some reason there. Now they'll clear it out. Takes a bounce. Ricochets off the back of the net. Kessel to it. And it is Zach Whitecloud who clears it all the way down. There to get to it is Timu Solane. And now Dion Phaneuf working it out of the zone. Taking it to the boards. Burns pressing it up against the dasher there. Worked around. Jason Robertson gives to Whitecloud. Continue to scrum for it. The Wildcats send it all the way down, and it is Robertson retrieving it for the Fencers. Robertson again, hounded by the New Orleans defense. And Rasmus Sandin sent it all the way across the ice, trying to turn it around. Back to the corner, and cleared. New Orleans trying to stop the rush, and they will. They'll send it all the way down. But they've got no one there to forecheck to pick it up. Fiala, though, finds a way to win the race. But he gave it back, and now a chance the other way. Morgan Riley is there defensively. Stolen by Zach Whitecloud. Worked back. Kessel to it. And chance there. Almost got to the slot. The Wildcats said no and cleared it. It's brought back in, but then it is sent out of play, and we get a whistle. Sandine lost the draw to Nugent Hopkins. Puck ends up wide of the Fencers' goal there. Shot there! Oh, it might have hit the post, but it does not go. And it is cleared. Now racing to it is Darnell Nurse. Almost held in by Kevin Fiala, but it finds its way out. And the Fencers go to work. They push it to the slot. And it's brought back to the near side boards. Issa Lindell had it, lost it. Worked along to Philippe Myers. And they scrum for it to run out the clock. We come to the end of the first period, 1-0. Shots are 1-1.
A little bit of a feeling out process here going on, I think. Obviously, these teams haven't seen very much of one another, only playing one game. They don't really know what to expect. Neither team wants to go overly offensive. Neither team wants to, not push enough and kind of hold back and let the other team go, because both these teams have very, very, very good offenses. So it was an interestingly and surprisingly slow period on the offensive end of things. The defense has held up on both sides, minus that one little lapse from New Orleans, but it was a good period overall. Second period should be interesting.
Shot there. Another early chance for the Fencers off the draw. Does not go. Back to get it is Fiala. Sent to the line. Now it is cleared. A chance off the inboards. Could it be directed on net? No. All the way back down the ice. To get it is Sam Girard. Work to the near side boards. Far side corner now. Cleared out. A chance here. Shot just wide to the corner. Worked back into the Fencers zone. Andrzej Kopitar. Worked it around. This comes all the way back. And Reimer with 2 saves counted there. And it's back into the offensive zone for the Wildcats. They lose it though. Back into their own zone. Enough to get to it. Works it out. Here's Morgan Riley in a race against his teammates. Beaten to it though by Kyle Connor, who is not his teammate. And it is worked to the line. Now it's cleared out. Chance here. Score! Kyle Connor! It's 2-0 Fencers!
What a shot from about half ice by Kyle Connor. It just beats the napping James Reimer. I don't know if he just wasn't expecting a shot right. We got a little bit of a scuffle at center ice. Morgan Riley isn't happy with some of the Lille-Nice Fencers. Caught James Reimer napping a little bit. And just like that, Lille-Nice was taking a 2-goal lead. New Orleans needs to start to rebound here a little bit.
A little bit of chirping after the whistle there. But no harm, no foul according to the referees, and we'll set up and get ready to go for a face-off. Shots are now 4-1 with that goal. And now another early in-zone opportunity for the Fencers. And it is cleared all the way down. Racing back for it is Phil Kessel, and he wins that race, but it ends up coming all the way back to the Wildcat zone. Before it's cleared again, and a chance there, denied by Freddie Anderson. who has come in now for Connor Hellebuck. To the corner. Pressed against the wall. Worked behind the net. Picked up by, well, it was almost picked up by Fiala, but getting a stick on it potentially there was Tony D'Angelo. Roussel just trying to kill some time, hold it in the zone. They clear it out. And it just misses the net wide, but it is picked up here behind the net by Roussel. He almost gave it away. It is brought back to his own zone. Draisaitl stuck in the top of the net here, but he frees himself, and things go back to 5-on-5 play. Clear it out, bouncing puck. Works his way back toward the slot, directed wide by a New Orleans stick, trying to get it back around. And cleared out and down. Almost bounced to a fencer's stick, but it did not. And now it is Nugent Hopkins clearing it to the line. Pressed further along, but pressed out of play is the puck. And we get a whistle with 7:41 remaining. Face-off win, and Draisaitl brings it in. Gostisbehere almost took it away. But he clears it out now. All the way down. Bounces back. A chance here. To the slot. Chance. Draisaitl. No. It didn't go. Great A scoring chance there for the Wildcats. And it might be the best one of the night so far. And just like that, the shots are tied. In zone time here for the Fencers. But it is worked out. Matthews. To Marner. Grum for it. Matthews again. Now it's Kessel. Gives to Lindell, who's not his teammate. And now it's taken back. Here's Gerard to it. He works it out. And now coming over are Sedin and Riley. And they'll clear it. It's stopped by a diving Issa Lindell, but picked up by Roussel. Dangerous here. Steered away by the Wildcats for some reason. And it is cleared. And now a chance for the Fencers. Directed on goal. And it goes in the goal. And it's 3-0.
What a precision shot right from the point. Finds the far post, which is the post James Reimer is actually closer to. And he's able to beat Reimer for Lille-Nice's third goal of the game. That was an absolute beauty from the point. Great accuracy there, and now Lille-Nice leads by 3.
And oh, by the way, every single game of this series we've seen so far has had a 3-0 score at some point. But we have seen a team come back from it. However, it was the home team down by 3 instead. And every game that the home team has been up by 3 so far in this playoff season, the home team has won. They direct one wide there. Ford is picked up by the Wildcats. If they want to turn things around, they probably need to get a goal here before the end of this period. Morgan Riley to it. And it is worked out. A chance. It's in the slot. Back to get it. Almost taken away by Pollock. Directed wide, and the period comes to a close. 3-0 is the score. 5-4 are the shots.
Well, that's a little bit better from an offensive point of view from both teams. Now, obviously, New Orleans didn't get on the board, but especially for Lille-Nice, 2 goals in that period, a lot more shots, testing the goalies a little bit more. One goalie's been sharp, and one goalie has not. Kyle Connor has found the back of the net twice. One assisted by Pierre-Luc Dubois, the other being unassisted. Shane Gostisbehere is the other, gets credit for the other Lille-Nice goal, making the total of 3-0 in favor of the French.
Nelson wins the draw, and once again, for the third time this game, the period starts with some offensive zone time for the Fencers. Though it'll come back into their own zone now and be played by Issa Lindell. Work to the slot shot, score! Jesse Pollock, the board!
What a howitzer from the corner. Jesse Pollock gets, I think, his third goal on the season, first of the playoffs. An absolute beauty right from the corner. And the man they call
I do want to take a look at this one, though.
Take a look at it for sure. But I think this one should be good from my point of view. Let me just take a look on. I hope I got a good shot of it here. See? Oh, yep, that should be a good goal, DMP. I mean, I can't really see it, but you could just kind of see the trajectory of the puck. That should be a good goal. Because the puck was right at the face-off dot, and the goalie.
Yeah, I can see that go in. I'm gonna triple check with my angle of it. Because I think I might have had a slightly better angle on that one.
Yeah, it's just 25.
It just happened. Like we want to check it when it happens so quickly like that, because sometimes things happen that are not great.
Yeah.
Well, I should.
Nurse did kind of get in the way of that one, but I think at the end of the day, this should be a good Jesse Pollock goal. Bring the Wildcats within 2.
Yep. Taking a look at the replay. Pollock shoots it from between the legs of Brock Nelson. It ends up hitting the far side post and bouncing back into the goal. This one counts.
Absolute beauty.
And so, now the question becomes, does the review potentially turn things around and shift momentum in favor of the Wildcats? We'll have to wait and see. It's a 2-goal deficit. Jesse Pollock getting them back on the board. A chance there off the draw for the Fencers, but it takes a New Orleans bounce. It's here off the side of the goal and cleared. Worked back in by Burns, did not go. And now it is brought all the way back. Bounces through the slot. No one there in wait. And it's worked back across the line. Tony D'Angelo. Pressured by White Cloud. Worked out by Steve Dangle. And now the Fencers have a chance to go to work. Nugent Hopkins looking for Riemsdyk at the point, missed him, and it's Darnell Nurse winning the race to the puck. Can he make something happen? Cleared out, and slipping in front of Morgan Riley is Roussel, but the Wildcats do gain control. They'll give it back to White Cloud, and now Roussel gets a stick on it, work to the slot, chance here. Wildcats trying to slow it down. Cleared all the way out and down. And that one is popped out of play. 13:43 remains. Face-off win. And now it ends up in the Fencers zone. Picked up by Russ. He tries to clear it, does not. And now a teammate will get it out. Bounces just wide of the net. Jonathan Bernier coming in for James Reimer for the Wildcats. as they work it out, trying to find 2 goals to tie this one up and potentially force overtime. Worked around. And it comes back into the Fencers zone. A chance here to get it is Connor. Taken back. Chance. Saved by Anderson. Cleared. Will it get out? Yes, it will. And White Cloud directs it off the side of the post. Did not go. And worked around. Bounces all the way to the end boards, where it will be played by Jesse Pollock, the goal scorer for New Orleans. On the net, it's Cairo. To White Cloud and Dubois. Still going at it. Trying to flip it out. They will clear it. This bounces just wide of the net. Back to the slot. And a defensive stick breaks up the play. Worked free of the Wildcat zone momentarily. Sent back in. Picked up by the defenseman Burns. Worked around. Now played across. Picked up by Morgan Riley. And a shot here ends up just wide. Pressed against the boards by the Fencers. Trying to kill some time. They've only got 6 minutes to go. A chance here. Shot just wide. Back to get it is Keith. Cleared. Probably not Keith. I don't think he's on the Wildcats. So that's a misread. And now a chance out front. Never got on net. Fencers defense doing everything they can and everything they need to do to keep this lead. Worked behind the New Orleans net. Worked out by Morgan Riley. Can he direct it on goal? Taken away by Philippe Myers. Fed to the slot, but the Wildcats forwards were down. And now it is cleared. 3 minutes to go. Empty net. Shot here is wide. Takes a bounce behind the net. Picked up by Dubois. He reverses it. Looking for Cairo. And the pass skipped away from him. But it's picked up here by Burns. Trying to hold the zone. And now it's cleared out. This slides all the way down. And just wide of the goal. 1:10 to go. Brought to the near side boards. Cleared out now. Looking for the empty cage. Shot wide. Rebound. Missed. Through the slot. Does not go. And 10 seconds now. 4-0. And the Wildcats surrender game 1 to the Lille-Nice Fencers. 3-1.
A very well played game from either side. No one really overexuded themselves on offense. It was a very well defensive structured game, especially from the Lille-Nice Fencers, only allowing that 1 goal on a very tough to stop shot from Jesse Pollock. But Kyle Connor gets on the board twice and propels his Lille-Nice Fencers past the New Orleans Wildcats in game 1 of their conference semifinal series. An unbelievable game from the Fencers. The Wildcats tried to fight back late. They looked like they were mounting a little bit of momentum, but just weren't ever able to capitalize on a very well played game. Should be an interesting rest of the series. Will they be able to get the offense clicking from both sides? That is, really the offense wasn't there for either side tonight, only getting a combined 10 shots, 5 from either side. And can the Wildcats goaltending show up for the next game really is the question of the day. But an unbelievable game. Should be an exciting series the rest of the way.
With that, one final reminder, the bracket challenge is available for all fans who want to participate. The link for that is in the announcements channel in our Discord. Sign-ups for that close tomorrow with the start of game number 2 between the Indy Motorheads and Washington Nationals. Until then, I've been DNP, and alongside me has been Builder. We thank you for tuning into this one, and we hope to see you tomorrow for our doubleheader of Game 2s as the Nationals look to open up the series lead to 2 games. The Motorheads trying to tie it up, and same going for the Quebec City Bandits, trying to get a 2-goal lead, and the Cyclones attempting to even that series and send it back to home ice with a fresh beginning. Until then, I've been Dean P. And alongside me has been Builder. Thank you for tuning into this one. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching.